Hi, this is Rob. This is the Ninja MC1001 Foodi Possible Cooker Pro. It has 8 different cooking settings, and I'll cover the features of each one of those settings in this video. What do you get in the box? The base cooking unit itself with the 8.5 quart non-stick removable ceramic cooking pot. This pot is durable, easy to remove for serving, and easy to clean. It has cast stainless steel handles, and the pot is oven safe up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit. A clear oven safe glass lid and a ladle that also works as a pasta fork. Also in the box, you get an owner's manual and a recipe booklet with 15 recipes and cooking charts for the various settings on this cooker. The dimensions: 12 and 5/8 inches wide, 10 and 5/8 inches high, and 18 inches in depth. The weight of this cooker is 12 and 1/2 pounds. The controls: the power button, the up and down arrow buttons to set and adjust the temperature, the LCD screen, the up and down arrow buttons to set and adjust the cooking time, the start-stop button to start cooking or to stop cooking, the control dial to select one of the 8 cooking functions. Next, we will look at each one of the 8 cooking functions. Slow cook. After pushing the power button, turn the control dial to select slow cook. This is where the Ninja will act like a slow cooker to cook your food at a lower temperature but for a longer period of time. Follow the recipe instructions. There are 2 recipes for the slow cook setting in the included recipe booklet. One of the recipes is for this Sunday pot roast that takes 5.5 hours to cook in this Ninja Foodi. There are only 2 temperature settings for slow cook, low or high, so set low or high based on the recipe. Then select the cook time. Slow cook low time may be adjusted between 6 and 12 hours. Slow cook high may be adjusted between 3 and 12 hours. There is a slow cook chart in the included recipe booklet. There is a column for type of meat, the cook time for low heat, and cook time for high heat. For beef, there is top or bottom round, eye of the round, chuck, pot roast or brisket, and frozen meatballs. For pork, there is baby back ribs, pork tenderloin, pork butt or shoulder, ham with bone in, ham fully cooked. For poultry, there is boneless skinless breast, boneless skinless thighs, bone-in breast, bone-in thighs, whole chicken, chicken wings, turkey breast, and turkey thighs. For fish, there is 1-inch fillets. For other, there is stew meat for beef, lamb, veal, and rabbit. After you place your ingredients in the pot and set the temperature and cook time, press the start button to begin slow cooking. The LCD will begin to count down the cook time. When the cook time reaches 0, the Foodi will beep and will automatically switch to keep warm, and the LCD will begin counting up so that you know how long the Foodi has been keeping your food warm. Next setting is Sear Saute. With this setting, you use the Foodi as a stovetop for browning meats, sauteing veggies, and simmering sauces. There are only 2 temperature settings with Sear Saute, low or high. Allow the Foodi to heat up for 5 minutes prior to adding food to the pot when using the Sear Saute setting. You cannot set a countdown cooking time in the Sear Saute setting. However, after you press the start button, the LCD will count up so that you know how long the Sear Saute setting has been on. Do not use metal utensils with the Foodi pot. Metal utensils will scratch the non-stick coating on the pot. You can use the Sear Saute setting with or without the glass lid placed on the pot. Next setting is steam. Use steam to cook delicate foods at a high temperature. When using steam, you cannot set the temperature, but you can set the cooking time. You need to add 1 or more cups of water when using steam. After you add the water and the food to steam, press the start button. the Foodi will start a preheating and PRE will appear on the LCD. After the water starts to boil, the cooking time will start to count down. When the cook time counts down to 0, the Foodi will beep and end will appear in the LCD. Then the Foodi will automatically switch to keep warm and the LCD will begin to count up so that you know how long the Foodi has been in the keep warm mode. In the included recipe booklet is a steaming chart for various types of vegetables. The chart has the type of vegetable, the size and preparation, the amount of water to add, some seasoning ideas for that vegetable, and the steam cook time to set. The next setting is keep warm. To keep your food warm after it has been cooked, you cannot set the temperature, but you can set a keep warm time up to 6 hours. The next setting is Sous Vide. Sous vide is the process of cooking food that has been vacuum sealed, and you cook that food while it is in that vacuum sealed bag in a temperature controlled bath water. This Foodi provides that temperature controlled bath water. There are sous vide charts in the included recipe booklet for pork, beef, chicken, seafood, and vegetables. Sous vide can be complicated because it is almost always the first step in the cooking process. Foods that are cooked using sous vide should be finished by using a dry heat method such as broiling, sauteing, roasting, or air frying. I will not cover any more about sous vide in this video. The next setting is braise. Braise is used to transform tougher cuts of meat by first browning it at high heat with oil and then simmering it in liquid at low heat. This is a two-step process with this Foodi. First, you will use the Sear Saute setting to brown the meat at a high temperature. Then, you will use the Braise setting to simmer the meat in a liquid at low heat. There is one recipe in the included recipe booklet for braise. That recipe is for braised beef short ribs. Next setting is bake. Bake is used to bake several different things, including casseroles. And in the included recipe booklet are recipes for egg frittatas, minestrone soup, spaghetti and meatballs, raisin bread pudding, chicken pot pie, and berry crisp. These recipes use bake as the primary setting or as a secondary setting in a two-step process. With the bake setting, you can set a temperature range between 250 and 425 degrees Fahrenheit. You can set a bake time up to 6 hours. Press the Start/Stop button to begin baking. When the cook time reaches 0, the Foodi will beep and display End on the LCD for 5 minutes. If the food requires more cook time, use the time arrow buttons to add more time. The next setting is proof. Proof is for proofing dough if you want to make your own bread. Proofing is a step in the preparation of yeast bread and other baked goods in which the dough is allowed to rest and rise before baking. I am not going to cover how to proof dough in this video. Okay, that is it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to this channel.